Hey everybody, welcome to Still Nuthin But a G-Thang podcast. We're your hosts, Andrea
and Tanisha,
better known as AP
and
T. Better known as T. I should forget her name.
Right, because there's just so many different names. Many different names.
Yeah, because your family calls you Tay, but I call you T.
Family calls me by
your middle name.
Yeah, full middle name. Full government.
All right. So the purpose of this podcast is to talk about all things G. If you look in the dictionary, there's almost 30,000 words that start with the letter G.
30 million, right?
30,000.
30,000.
30,000.
Okay.
So, we'll talk about things such as goals. We'll drop y'all some gems. We'll talk about growth,
generational wealth, generational curses, dropping game, just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. All the conversations that either people are having, you're having with your girlfriends or your friends or your whoever, or conversations that you should be having, right? So all the things. All things G.
All right. So we like to get each segment started with talking about our growth moments. So we'll share our growth moments, but we ask that you all send us DMs, leave a message, inbox us, and share your growth moments with us as well. And if we find some of those growth moments need to be shared, we'll share those too. All right. So T, what was your growth moment for the week?
Oh boy, I have been tried these past couple of weeks. But I would say the one that comes to mind is a couple weeks ago. I did a 3-day water fast.
You ain't talking about that.
3-day water fast, y'all.
And I cussed out.
Tis the question, right? Tis the question. So yeah, with that, and I try to do these periodically, just to rebalance my system. If you've never done a fast, for one, it's really good for your body, but then two is the clarity, because of all of the things that are going on inside, the clarity and everything else that it brings is just, amazing. But it makes you very irritable.
I could imagine if you was hangry.
Very irritable. And so, and I will say this though, I've done it before, but this time was like more challenging than before. Like, I don't know what it was, but either way, first day, I'm like, oh, I got this. And then by the middle of the day, I am just like, Day 2 was when it really kind of hit, and and I kind of not really, like, kind of snapped a little bit, like, but it wasn't even really a snap, but it was just like one of those things, like, when you irritable, it's like, people do irritating things, and that just exacerbates that irritation. So it was just like, the hubby, love him to life, was, things were in the middle of the floor. I almost rolled an ankle. Almost, you know what I'm saying? Like, almost rolled an ankle. Came down the stairs carrying some boxes, and boxes were sitting at the bottom of the steps. He almost took me out, and I was like, I'm done.
I want a divorce.
I'm not. And I didn't even really like snap like that. But long story short, I was just, I definitely, aired my frustrations. Mm-hmm. And but the next day I apologized, and the message was still the same. It was just the delivery. I had to apologize for the delivery. And I feel like I'm getting better about that. It's like recognizing when, my emotions get the best of me. And I do try my best to not have conversations when I'm not at my emotional, greatness. But, it's one of those things that happens. So it's like, putting my ego aside and being like, yo, I apologize for my delivery. Not what I said, but for my delivery. Because the message is still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
excellent.
Humbling myself. And yes.
That's very much
humbling
growth.
myself and apologizing.
That's very much growth. I don't know if I'm there yet.
You You are.
I don't know. I almost rolled my ankle, almost fall down the steps with some boxes. I think I said what I said.
I said what I said. What I said, yeah. And it needed to be said. Yeah.
Yeah. Get that shit out right.
So, what about your moment?
I should be 6 foot tall right now because I've been learning a lot this year. Hey, I'm just growing and growing. But I think the biggest lesson for me was my son plays football at an elite level, and I witnessed a game where they weren't so elite. I don't know. They tucked their tails. The dogs wasn't barking. The trenches was getting out trenched. And I don't know how you other sports moms are, but I'm loud. Yeah, let's go. I mean, I saw Monica the other day on J Hud. And Jay was like, she the same way. I think we all know. We all probably the same way. The refs hate me too, Monica. But I was trying to encourage the kids first, because I saw them not being themselves, and so I was talking to them, you got this, and da-da-da. They weren't changing, and I think they were mentally defeated. And so instead of being a loud, obnoxious, crazy mom, I just sat back, I clapped, and I kept my mouth shut. I really did. I didn't have any positive words. They were defeated. I was just watching the clock just hurry up and run out. And so, yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some. But I think the toughest losses really come from when you don't see their full effort.
Right.
So, I talked to my son yeah. I mean, I don't know if you had your full effort. I don't know what's going on, if you were scared. Because football is a tough sport,
Right.
So I don't know if you happened to be scared or what was happening. Of course, he was going off because it wasn't his fault. But, yeah, I mean, just sitting there and centering myself instead of getting my blood pressure up high and then just relaxing and taking in the moment. Because I'm grateful that we were in the championship game. Right. We had traveled all this way.
Right.
And, so I need to be grateful for the moments, right? And the fact that we were able first, money wasn't funny.
Right.
We were gone 10 days, we bought extra drip. We took other people with us, and we actually had a good time. We spent time with the team bonding. We were in the pool, it was just a great trip overall.
Right.
And so sitting back, centering myself, calming down, not being that obnoxious, crazy mom, and just taking the time to be quiet.
Right.
It was a growth moment for me. And I hope I can continue that. Cheering, but cheering not so much that it becomes my body feels like I'm actually playing a sport.
Right. Because it is hard to not get wrapped up, right? Especially in a situation where it's I've seen y'all play. I've seen you do better. So I know that is difficult, but I think the fact that you're aware, right? Awareness is everything. It's okay, I took that moment and now I'm aware.
Because for real, if you look at those other parents, they look crazy. And I'll be oh, they're just yelling because they so crazy. But guess what? You
I was right. It's I'm the crazy parent. I'm the crazy parent.
But hopefully not anymore. We'll see how next season goes. But
growth and progress.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, exactly.
Growth ain't gotta be grown.
Right. Exactly.
It's a process.
Baby steps. We're taking baby steps here, right? We're taking baby steps. No, absolutely.
All right. So, I mean, y'all can already tell our personalities. You already see what you're gonna get. I mean, the whole purpose of this is we wanted to be interactive. This is girlfriend talk. Feel like you're in the room with us. Because this is what we do as girlfriends. Right. We spend a lot of time doing this. We sit around the table with our friends, our moms. This is what we do. And we just kind of felt now was the time to just share our gifts with everybody else, right. So T, I know we have been talking about doing a podcast before, but what made you really bring this podcast out the group chat?
Right. Great question. So, I know for a long time, like, and I want to say like a long time, but I know like I would say the vision was kind of put on me a while ago. But of course, we do what we want to do versus what we're supposed to do. So, a lot of things occurred in between time, but it was just one of those things, once I got freed from my 9 to 5.
I love that.
Once I got freed from my 9 to 5, it was time to really pivot and focus on the the direction that God wanted me to go in, right? And so, after talking to you, it's like, hey, like this is what we're thinking. Like this is what I'm thinking. Is like you were all for it, and it was like, okay, like let's make moves. Like we have good information. We have our personal experiences that we want to share and get out there. And like you say, like make people feel like they're not alone in what they're going through, and feeling like they have, whether it's our virtual girlfriend friendship or, whatever, like we're here to be able to go through that with them. So,
Yeah, and to witness and testify to, let you all know, like, you're not alone. Like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
On social media, we see a lot of Instagrams and TikToks, and, everybody has on filters and, but look at us, chill, sweatpants, because this is what we look like every day.
Right.
Like, this is what we look like, literally, like,
absolutely.
Because we ain't doing too a lot, but lips gonna always
gonna be popping. The lip is always gonna be popping.
But yeah, so welcome to Still Nothing But a G-Thang podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, for me too, like coming into this opportunity with now was a time when I really felt like it's time for me to do something for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've been raising kids and doing their things, and really my life has revolved around them a lot. Right. And it was just time for me now. I felt like to find something that was for me.
Right.
I took a while to even share that I was we were starting this because I just really wanted to keep it to myself. I didn't want to hear, people's opinions, whether positive or negative.
Right.
I just didn't want to hear. I wanted to be like, this is what our baby, and I didn't want to share it till it was birthed. So I'm just grateful. I think it's perfect timing, and I'm happy that we finally did get it out the group chat, because we do that a lot. Yes. Ladies, we girls, we do that. Take that trip this year.
Like do whatever is on that list. All that thing, all those things you've been putting off. Like do it. Do it.
Because y'all talk about it, you text about it. We say every day we're gonna make plans. You look at your calendar. I'm gonna see you in June, and it's December. Like, no, take time for yourself, because absolutely, that is very important. Because absolutely, you can't take care of everybody else until you take care of yourself.
Right. And if anything, if the past few years has taught us anything, is that life is too short. Right? Like life is too short. Like you lose people, things happen. Like life is always going life, right? But it's like it's figuring out that thing that that drives you, that purpose, your why, and also like realizing that the people that you love and are important to you are worth spending that time with, because they're not always going to be here. So it's like taking advantage of the time that you have while you're here. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good. Well, is there something or a space or a gap that this podcast is filling for you?
Absolutely. So this is like, we talk about this being like, a passion project and whatnot for us. Like it's been a passion and a purpose, right? Because it's like, it's something that we love to do, especially with our friendship being so close. It's like, this is just like the cherry on top, right? Like being able to spend time together, but it's also purposeful. It's like feeling that there are conversations, things that we're going through, and have been through, and see people going through, and wanting to be intentional about the information that we're sharing, and intentional about the conversations that we're having, so that we can be a help to someone else who's going through it, right? And everybody's situation is different, but if it helps somebody walk away with a different perspective on something, even if they've already gone through it, something we're talking about something they've already gone through, but they walk away with a different perspective of that situation, like we're doing our job, we're moving in our purpose, right? So like that is the gap that is filling for me. It's a purpose filled and also like me being obedient in my purpose and what God has aligned for me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What about you?
So I like to feel like I'm the homegirl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want people to understand that you're not alone, that you're not crazy, that your feelings are valid, or that, you know, nothing that you've ever gone through is something that nobody has ever gone through. You are never alone. Right. There is always somebody that's been there. And I want to be your cheerleader. I want to be that pat on the back, you know, that you can and you will succeed, that there's a purpose for your life, that there are people that see you, and that you deserve to be seen, heard, loved, and cared for.
Amen. Amen. That's beautiful. Absolutely. All of that. All of those things. All of those things. 1000%.
All right. So we are T. I was about to say I'm T, but that's T. And I'm Andrea, AP. And we're your hosts for Still Nuthin But a G-Thang podcast. Please feel free to share your growth moments. Like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channels, and support us. You know, we're here to support you, and we pray that you'll support us too.
Absolutely.
So peace.
Till next time.